Hello and welcome. We're back in the habit to another regularly scheduled live watch party. Thank you everyone for coming on in. Sebastian, happy. You know, I'm happy you're here too. It's great that everyone's coming back in. I was out and away for way too long, to be honest with you. I had some stuff to do on the other side of the country, and I had to drive there. So visiting family. So that's what I ended up doing, and I was gone for like literally a month. Why is Pendant Johnny giving us the bird? Yeah, actually I was looking at that too. I guess he's giving the finger to the other team or something who they were playing in this dream. That's how I see it anyway. Can't wait for season 6. Oh wait, we got this going here now. Yeah, can't wait for season 6. Thank you, Hero Sensei Kid. I like your name, Hero Sensei Kid. Yeah, season 6. Deller says, "Yo, hey, hey, Jim Tim, what's up? Not much. Just happy to be back. Got to readjust. I haven't had any coffee today, and I think it's getting to me. My morning schedule was a little out of whack. Things got changed around. I ended up running to Costco and Best Buy and didn't buy anything. So, I was going with some of the other people, but just a big waste of time." Is Johnny outside the Amityville? In this shot? Is that what you're asking? Adam Black? I'm not sure where they are. In this shot. So ready for season 6. Yeah. So, there's been a little news. Oh, by the way, if you listen to the podcast, Cobra Kai Companion with a K, we did release, even though I was on the road, I was able to record with Peter. So the episode 10 recap is out. We did get it out a week ago, 2 weeks ago, whenever it was. The episode 10 recap is out. That's a longer one, but it's a good one. And he released another one, top 5. Oh man, I've been gone too long. Top 5 cliffhangers is what we were doing. We talked about it in the episode 10 recap, and then so we recorded a top 5 cliffhangers. If you want to do some top 10, his former co-host from another podcast guested on it. So yeah, we had some top 5. So there's some more Cobra Kai companions out. They will be on YouTube soon as well. I don't think he's got them on YouTube, but if you listen to podcasts, they're on the podcasts. So let's see, where are we? Oh, it looks like the Amityville house. Yeah, I wouldn't know. That's not my specialty, I guess. It's the best way to say it. So also I was going to talk, Hayden and John made a tweet, like they posted on Instagram and Twitter. They put up a picture. So let me show you guys. This is the Instagram. So they put up, this is the is the season 6 writers room. So, and John tagged everyone. Hayden didn't tag everyone. Hayden makes it hard on you. But if you don't know who some of these people are, most of them have been around for a while. This is Michael Jonathan Smith. He's been there since season 1. He's written a lot of episode 9s. He's a producer, and he's also the creator of Twisted Metal, which we'll talk about in a bit, maybe. This is Joe, and this is Luan. I point them out together because they work as a team. So they're a writing team, Joe and Luan. They have written many of my favorite episodes of each season. They wrote episode 2 of season 5, as well as Bad Eggs. That was episode 7. In season 4, they wrote episode 2, First Learn Stand, and then they wrote the prom episode too, right? I think they wrote the prom one. Party Time. Like season 3, they wrote episode 2. Nature versus Nurture. So a lot of the top episodes each season are from these two. Josh, this guy, what's his name? Kyle. He's like the assistant for John, Josh, and Hayden. So he's not a writer on the show. He's like their assistant. So he does like the booking and scheduling and stuff. Jim Tim, does this mean the writing is finished? Yeah, I'm gonna get to that in just a second. Yeah, I was just going through the people here. There's John and Hayden. So Josh, John, and Hayden. This is Emily. Emily is she was formerly their assistant, or like I think like she used to have his job. I think she's like the writer's assistant now. She got like moved or like promoted, so to speak, or something. She also worked like at Counterbalance. She was like the one answering the phones or something. So I think she's like technically like the writing assistant or something. What her specific role is, like I think she kind of like moved up over the past couple of years. So that's Emily. She also has a podcast, Open to It, if you're curious. So she has a podcast. This is Bob Dearden. He writes the season finales since season 3. He's written, 310 episodes 5 and 10 each season since 3. He's wrote 305 and 310, 405, 410, and 505 and 510. So he wrote the Extreme Measures when Terry Silver beats up Daniel and stuff and all that. So those are his episodes. So he's definitely big in that section of the writing. Let's see. This is the new guy, Chris Rafferty. We don't know what he's going to write. He worked on some other shows. I don't even remember now. So he's the new writer. We talked about him before. I think that was even the live stream. Hayden popped in the chat. This is Matea Green. She I guess was formerly a writer's assistant and then got moved up and wrote a couple episodes last year. So or seasons 4 and 5. I think she wrote Chicks Get Kicks, and I think she wrote Ouroboros this year. So like that episode 6 slot. So she's written those. This is a new guy. Gus is his name. Don't know anything about him. His profile says he's a comedian. And I don't know who either of these girls are, or what their job is. I mean, they're here. Hold on. Shoot. But, so I don't, they could be PAs, assistants or something. I don't think they're like full on writers, but so these are 2 other, people. So that was the writer's room. So, it's important. Let's see. Let's find Hayden. So if you look, Hayden posted the same thing. And this is where we're getting to it. Let me look back. Melissa, thank you for coming in, by the way. let me just Alessandra, you're been watching. You excited? Yeah, well, a lot of us are. Season 6 finale better. I think it will. Eddie's asking about the Sakai Tekai. Probably not in America. Maybe Okinawa, maybe Korea. We don't know. When Mind of Season 6 had 10 episodes. Jay Kisses. It's been a while. Thank you for coming back, Jay Kisses. Do you think they've wrapped writing or writing well? Okay, so this is, look at what Hayden wrote here. At a great time. Looking forward to zooming from Atlanta with them the next couple months or couple days, depending on the WGA strike. So that's the thing. There may be a strike coming up soon. You know, if the Writers Guild can't strike a deal with the studios or whoever on, pay and whatever else. They argue over this every time. And they always threaten to go on strike. But if that happens, they can't write. And so that's why I was saying I would assume they have the scripts written now. Because if the strike happens, then they can't write the scripts. So they must have something on paper now. Maybe not the final draft. But I would assume they have to have something. They'd have to have the scripts written. What he's zooming over a couple of months, I don't know if he's just discussing the episodes or maybe... Because I thought, like, if they're doing more than 10 episodes, they got to keep the writer's room going. That would be that. Peter didn't think that was the case. Maybe they're just talking about each individual episode. But it's also worth noting, theoretically, if there's a strike, like they can't rewrite either. Like they can't rewrite. So, and normally they're always rewriting. Like the thing is, John, Josh, and Hayden, they can do producer work. They can do work as a producer. They just can't do work as like a writer. So I don't know. It seems like it could be a fuzzy line. But I think it would be better for the show if there's not a writer's strike. Just because like they're going into production right now and all that's going on. So yeah, Morgan is about as wrapping writing. I think they probably have something on paper now at the very least, in case there's a strike, because they would have to be prepared for that. Season 6, episode 10, possibly. I mean, I don't have a time spot, like it needs to be this long. But I could see it running longer than previous episodes, for sure. Melissa asks, Melissa, who is a channel member, which is why her name is in green, by the way. Do you think it's possible that we will be seeing more deadly forbidden techniques from Sensei Kim's Cobra Kai, forcing Miyagi-Do to learn new techniques from Chosen? Yeah, I think there's got to at least be something. We want more, right? Every season's got to give us a little something. So definitely, I think something new from Sensei Kim would be great. And something new from Chosen or Miyagi-Do. Maybe that's the scroll. Maybe we'll see what that ends up being. Hope this doesn't happen about the strike. Yeah. You see Shamoon? Yeah, you'll see everyone. Everyone's in there. Cobra Kai Wisdom. That's Cobra Kai Companion, Peter. Brody has arrived in the chat. Welcome, Brody. What dojo do you think will win, Miyagi Fang or Cobra Kai? I think Miyagi Fang will win. Seems like they got to go out on top. But it'll be a hard-fought battle. Kreese escaped prison. I think Cobra Kai's future is with Sensei Kim. She was a part owner, a co-owner, and she has a dojo back home. She can import students, so to speak. So I think that's the way forward. I miss Cobra Kai. I know. We all do. It's great having you back, though. It's good to hang out and talk a little Cobra Kai. What will the team name be? We don't know. We'll see. Obviously, they left that open-ended for a reason. Are you going to mention the casting call? I guess that's it right there. Yeah. There was some sort of call for extras, basically. Starting May 8th, which is probably when they start shooting. So like a week from Monday is when they're going to start shooting. And there was a call for some extras, parents with cars, teachers, stuff that implied school, like high school, and then like construction workers and something else, but like sort of basic background. Yeah, Hillary Swank fans. Do you think the strike will happen? I have no idea. I don't know the status of it. They would probably want to avert it. I mean, I think most everyone would rather avert it, so we'll see. Will new, stronger students join Cobra Kai? Yeah, if Sensei Kim has her class from Korea. A collab with Crisis. He does power scaling for the Rocky universe. Maybe. I haven't done tiers. People have asked for tiers and stuff, and I just like never quite got that far into the weeds with it. Miguel and Tori will become friends again. Yeah, I think so. You applied to be an extra? What position did you apply for? There were a few, different things they were looking for. The tournament in the middle. Yeah, Jay Kisses, I kind of agree with you. If not quite the middle, maybe like 2/3 the way through, something like that. A little past the middle. Piper. Yeah, Piper may be back. Maybe Brooks. That's the guy. Kyler's friend that Hawk beat up. I think maybe we'll get some sort of like closure with all that. Just a collab. Yeah, I'd have to look him up. I don't even know who he is. By the way, if you look in the background of the car, or the background, it's the Eagle Fang mobile. I actually tweeted about that. I was noticing the Vandenberger. It's a long drive back to Atlanta. If it's going, John actually replied to me. It's the replica. So there you go. Because I thought, is this their way of saying it's not going to be in the show? That's what I was kind of getting at. But John's like, no, it's a replica that they built for the season 4 premiere or season 5 premiere. So that's that. Let's see. Okay. So I think we covered the writing. Yeah, May 8th is probably when they start shooting. May 8th. Certainly they're shooting by then. They're casting. They're looking for extras and stuff. How will the students forgive Cobra Kai? I don't know. I don't know if they will. Maybe they don't. Maybe that's what happens. Do you think that we might get a flashback fight between Sato and Master Kim, which would answer the question of who would have won if Sato and Miyagi fought? I'm not sure if Sato ever actually fought Master Kim. He just maybe knew of him. So no, I don't think we're gonna get a flashback fight like that. Although I would love that Sato in flashback. He was so great. But I'm not sure about that specifically, like a specific fight. But maybe something. Robbie, Tori, Sam, and Miguel will go on a double date in one of the episodes. Kodak moment. Kodak doesn't even exist anymore, but yes. Definitely that sort of double date is, you feel like it's something on the docket, on, you know, queued up, ready to go. So yeah, it would be interesting to that's what I'm talking about, this one, to get a double date going. Restaurant, grocery store patron. Okay, good luck for you. I don't know how they do that, but no. I assume you're in Atlanta, so yeah, good luck for that. I remember in season, Robbie suggested that Kenny and Nathan can get along if they both realize how sorry they're. I hope this happens in season 6. Yeah, more than anyone, Kenny and Anthony seem to be the most alike. Like they have the most reason, like, to get along and everything. You know, more than Miguel and Robbie or Tori and Sam. Like Kenny and Anthony have the most in common. So yeah, I think it would be interesting if they could get there. But we'll see. We'll see. Kenny still wasn't feeling good about things at the end of season 5, so still a long way to go. Season 6 Stingray. I don't know. He's just like, he's the team cheerleader. He's just so enthusiastic about it all. Hey, Mrs. Cobra Kai, how are you doing? I'm back from a trip. I'm tired. I haven't had my coffee, but I'm trying to hang in there, keeping it going. Jack from Kicking It means I see no reason why he would be. Kieran, I don't think you missed too much. Cobra Kai World, thank you for coming on in. Like, did Sam openly forgive Tori? They just found a reason to work together, right? Isn't that really what happened? I'm not quite sure, like, she went that far yet. Like, she forgave Tori. Also, Miguel and Robbie shared Johnny Lawrence's heart, his mutual father. While their love interest was so Sam and Tori rightfully forgive each other to please the boys. I'm not sure they forgave each other to please the boys. I'm not sure that's actually what happened. The way I see it is, you know, even in episode 9, at the end of 9, when Sam goes to Tori's place, you know, she's like, if you're having trouble with Cobra Kai or something, I can help you. That was kind of like the idea. So it's not like an I forgive you. It's a, hey, here's something we can work together on. Where watch Cobra Kai season 6? Where in the future? That's where. It's not out yet. Probably won't be out till next year. So you're gonna have to watch it on Netflix in the future, unfortunately. So. Do you think that the son of Johnny will grow up tough? Grow up tough out the season? Actually, I thought I knew what you were asking, but now I'm actually sure. Will grow up throughout the season. You mean do you mean Robbie or the new baby? I figure the baby's born somewhere towards the end of the show. So no, but certainly Robbie has grown in many different ways. So Terry Silver will fight against his partner John Kreese. Yeah, thank you, Alessandro. There's definitely a lot of people who are thinking about that, imagining something like that. Like, hey, like Kreese wants his revenge. Like, let's get it. Let's get this on. Like, are looking forward to this sort of fight. I'm not sure that's going to happen. Especially after the way season 5 ended, where Silver's arrested, Kreese is out. Like, Kreese is no longer even looking for revenge on Silver. And since Silver got arrested, he couldn't do it anyway. It's kind of in the wrong place for that. So I think it'll go somewhere else. You'll enjoy Christmas while it lasts instead of yeah, that's how season 5 was for me. Certainly a couple years in a row was so hard on Cobra Kai stuff, basically through December because of the release date, which was, great, but definitely made the holidays a lot harder. Constantly doing stuff like that, but so yeah, I do like to enjoy the holidays instead. But if Cobra Kai comes, Cobra Kai comes. How would the double date go? I don't know. Certainly your idea of like Sam and Tori kind of cool to each other, and then only gradually warming up is possible. It depends if it's like they all planned this together, or like two people planned it without the other two knowing. Something like that. A date announcement for season 6. Yeah, the date announcement usually is with a trailer. They've been doing like a teaser trailer, like a date announcement trailer. So it probably wouldn't be on New Year's Day or Christmas. But we'll see. We'll see when they make that adjustment. Usually it's, a couple of months before. So do you think Hawk will be in his prime? I hope everyone's in their prime, to be honest. Hawk and everyone else. Sensei Kim and Kreese are going to reconnect to take over Cobra Kai. Possibly. The show made a point that they have a connection. So Sensei Kim and Kreese, definitely. What's there? You figure it's got to be for something, right? Hope there's not a Daniel and Johnny versus Kreese rematch. I don't think they'll have that specifically. It seems like they want to do something different. But they'll have something with Kreese, probably Kreese and Johnny. I don't know. I'm not saying fight, but Johnny is what Kreese cares about, right? So So we'll see how they do that. Do you think Robbie will be in his prime season 6 or Hawk? Why is Truffy? Why do you ask that as in either or? Why can't they both be in their prime? Like it's like well, either Robbie or Hawk. Maybe they can both be in their prime. For the Sekai Taikai, sure. Chosen wins the woman's heart. Kumiko, the Kokomo chick, so to speak, as Johnny referred to her. Yeah, that's Kumiko. Yeah, I feel like they got to go back to Okinawa or something. Definitely expect that to get wrapped up too. So definitely, Chosen and Kumiko want to see that. Want to see them ride off in the sunset together. The baby. Carmen is the girlfriend of Johnny, who's Miguel's mom. Carmen is her name. No, I don't think we'll see the baby grow up. I mean, I think maybe she gives birth towards the end of the show or something like that. Will there be a graduation episode? That's Eddie. That's a good question. I think it's definitely possible. We'll see how they handle the timeline. Theoretically, they're coming up on the whole COVID stuff, so they may skip it. They may do something else. I just don't know. We'll see how they handle it. The show is in year 2019 now, like the end of the summer 2019, going back to school. So we'll see how the show handles all that. Julie to enter so we can close. Yeah. A lot of people feel the same way, man. I made a video on Julie Pierce. A lot of people really liked it. I would, be sure to check it out. Let me see. Here. If you my channel, this one, just check that, man. Julie Pierce. All of them are good. Be sure to check that one though. The one on Julie Pierce, the one on the Sekai Taikai. All good stuff. Be sure to check those out. Hope everyone's in their prime. Exactly. Yeah, I expect everyone to be in their prime. Come on. Are they at the writer's strike? Well, they're not going to be at the picket line or anything like that. Now, it's not going on right now. It's not yet. It's just possible. It's hanging in. They always negotiate to the last possible minute, blah, blah, blah. They won't be there. They're going to be filming. They can still work as like producers, right? Like in directors, if they're directing episodes. They're still allowed to work as producers and directors. They just can't theoretically do any writing. So it just depends if they have to like rewrite scripts or something, because they're always rewriting scripts. And I don't know, I think they can do like minor things for production reasons because it doesn't count as rewriting. But like, I don't know, it's like a fine line, but normally they are like rewriting the scripts and stuff. Even after they shoot it, they rewrite it, reshoot it again. That could affect it. So we'll see how they handle that. I don't know. Ollie returning for Johnny's wedding. Yeah, we'd love to see Allie again. Maybe everyone, some sort of reunion. How does it happen? I don't know. Do you believe Kreese will run Cobra Kai with Lucas One, a fugitive? Well, he wouldn't openly run it. Stingray. So yeah, he is on the run. He's on the lam. So he's not going to be openly running it. Is Netflix a thing in the Cobra Kai universe? I assume so. YouTube is. So why wouldn't Netflix? Not to mention that Tori isn't even sorry for what she did. Yeah. Mr. Flamer, you have a question. Okay, ask the question. And I'll look for it, Mr. Flamer. Terry shows remorse. Yeah. Force Sam. Mike works with Kim Da-yoon. Yeah, I don't think so. I think Mike is going to be with Daniel and Johnny after season 5. Like, he's not going to break up with them. Tori will win the Sekai Tekai of Female Division. We don't know what the Sekai Tekai is going to be like. We just don't know anything. She certainly could. Oh, interesting. Versus fair fight with a fair one. I think they fought enough, those two. Like, do they need to fight again? I don't know. You think Kim was waiting for Kreese outside prison? I mean, there's no indication he ever contacted her or he even knew she was in town. How does he even know she's there or anything? I mean, that's seems to be a bit of a stretch. What's your Hawk versus Robbie each season? Season 1, Robbie. You mean like who would win a hypothetical fight? Looking forward to Kreese versus Silver's arc. Yeah. If that's going to happen, I just don't know. If there's a Kreese versus Silver arc, because I think Kreese is after other stuff now. He doesn't care about Silver anymore. And Mr. Flamer, you basically got Robbie, Hawk, Robbie. Like, who would win a hypothetical fight? Yeah, you're probably right with that. Robbie did win the fight in season 2. Season 1, he was better than Hawk. Season 3, he was in juvie, so he wasn't quite at full strength. Season 4, Hawk beat him. In season 5, Robbie's back at full strength. Yeah, I would agree with that, Mr. Flamer. I think your takes on that are pretty good. Jay Kisses. She always brightens the chat. We're so thankful for Jay Kisses. Do you think Johnny will move in Miguel, or the other way around, or they'll find a new place? Yeah, I've wondered that. It seems like they're not in a hurry to do something. Maybe they'll find a new place towards like the end of season 6 or something. Yeah, especially because they're getting married. So, because they're getting married, we know that, maybe they'll find a new place. I think like that could happen. Because, Carmen lives with her mom or something, they're going to want a bigger place. They got a baby on the way. Her mom's already there. So yeah, I imagine maybe they'll find their own place. place. Will Chosen be okay? I think so. Chosen can take care of himself. The next rivalry you feel will be 100% resolved next after Miguel and Robbie's. Well, Anthony and Kenny still have a ways to go, and even Kenny and Robbie. So I think that's what you have more to resolve. There could be smaller things resolved. Hawk and Brooks, Kyler and everyone, you know. So some, but I think those are like the ones you can expect to see. I think a 4-bedroom place, right? Yeah, something like that. They literally have a full house. Ha ha. Yep. Full house. Fuller house. Boy, boy, boy. Steph Sonny's in. Thank you, Steph. I'm just looking back at my Turtles video. The Ninja Turtles trailer looks dumb, and so does Seth Rogen. And just laughing at myself. I don't like Seth Rogen. I really don't. Kyler's due for a win, but I don't want him. Maybe a win in some other fashion. Maybe he'll shit in his dad's mouth or something like that. Something like that. Anyone else go to jail? You know, it's possible. Because, what did they do? Sorry. They did break into Terry Silver's house, so we'll see how that goes. Breaking Ninja Turtles is a bad idea. Yeah. Another huge fight besides the Sekai Tekai? Well, that's going to be a tournament style, however they do it. So, but I think there could be another fight after it. Some sort of big non-tournament style fight. Most emotional impact. Top emotional fight. I may say the end of the school brawl when Miguel fell. Yeah. If like for a fight where there's emotion behind it and everything. Yeah, the school brawl and the end of that. You loved it. Jay Kisses, I watched the first 3 episodes and I was kind of like, ooh. Some people said it ended really well, or it got better after that. I just, I was just confused. I wasn't digging it after 3. But I did watch some of it, so. Kreese have a fight in there. Monkey Fight, I don't know if there'll be another rivalry. We'll see if the new students from Sensei Kim, how they shape out. Someone gets hurt. It's possible. It's possible something like this. Yeah, it fights outside the Sekai Tekai, like we were saying. Something after it. And yeah, maybe some few fights before it too. But yeah. Because I like to imagine the Sekai Tekai isn't the very end yet. That's the way I see it. Daryl will be the. It would be cool if Daryl was the announcer. I don't see how, but sure. You'll never see it coming. I think I read the reviews on Cobra Kai Companion. Sarah, who's in like the group, she was a big fan. She wrote reviews. I read what she wrote. I guess there were some twists. I don't know how it makes sense, but yeah. Relationship of the show. At the end of episode 3, she's like falling for her friend who's still alive, and I thought that was really weird. I thought the whole her talking to the friend who's still alive and then kind of like falling for him, that whole thing was actually kind of weird. And it made me roll my eyes. I was like, come on. Videos. It's just a deep, I guess, yeah, just a deep friendship. I guess I didn't watch it. It looked like they were going that way though, and I couldn't help but roll my eyes. It just felt like, oh my god. But it's a fictional show. It's not supposed to be realistic. Yeah. Obviously, it's about people who are dead. Do you think season 6 will be the bloodiest season ever? Yeah, it could be. That's a good question. We'll see how this gets at the Sekai Tekai. We'll get it kind of real, right? So something like that. I think overall, yeah, there could be some rough fighting, rough play, some fighting outside of the tournament itself, something like that, Melissa. We'll see. Win at all costs. Yeah, I imagine season 6 will have new plot lines because that's what you do. New plot lines in season 6. Who would you say will be the next bad guy if there is one? Well, the next bad guy is Sensei Kim. So that is the basis of it. Robbie. Yeah, a lot of people are kind of rooting or hoping for some sort of Robbie win. Don't know how that'll be, but yeah. What if Kreese shows mercy? Yeah. That would be a twist ending, wouldn't it? Bigger than the twist ending in School Spirits. Robbie and Tori to win. Lucille and Daniel need more. Yeah, hopefully they'll find a way to wrap up Lucille, I'm sure. Matt Moore, thank you for coming in. Tournament should be 2 episodes. It very well could be. We'll see how they handle it. Depends on where it falls in the season and everything. Daniel's arc is basically over. Yeah, that was one thing about season 5. It really wrapped up a lot of people's story arcs, right? So that was season 5. So they got to have new stories going into season 6. I don't know that exact movie, Best of the Best. I've heard of it. But yeah, I'm sure there will be something where like they realize what they're up against is way better and beyond what they're prepared for. So they have to train extra hard. Favorite friendship and relationship? I was digging back earlier the Hawk and Miguel friendship. I liked them together. It went more back to Hawk and Dimitri. I may say I do like Hawk and Dimitri, but they don't get enough screen time. Okay, how about Carmen and Amanda? I like them. They're a lot of fun together. And relationship. Hawk and Moon. So, yeah. I hope that the same feeling doesn't happen with. Yeah. They need a better location scout. It wasn't shot in a good spot, and ultimately they couldn't do it justice. Kim Sun Young Karate, but Kim Sun Young Karate didn't qualify. What qualified was Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai qualified. Hawk and Miguel have the coolest secret bro handshake. They do. They really do. Melissa, I'm trying to read what you're saying. More of a threat in Sam. Well, she better see Sam as a threat before she loses the tournament. Because seeing Sam as a threat after you've already lost is kind of pointless. But I think Sensei Kim will be very, very thorough in against everyone, all enemies, as she would say. So I think all enemies are a threat and should be shown no mercy. the best adult fighter is season 5. Chosen. But I love me some Johnny and of course Daniel. So, and Terry Silver, come on. Like, you like them all for different reasons, Mr. Flavor. You know, just, yeah, like them all. Will Silver come back? I think that he will. I think he's got some stuff to take care of, but I think it gets worked out by the end of season 6. So he can come back. You wish Aisha was in the Sakai Tekai? I hear you. It would be nice if she shows up in some capacity. I watched your videos with some of your takes. Back then were poor. I don't know when you're referring to. And there's no such thing as poor takes from me. They're all amazing and awesome. Do you think Sensei Kim has any redeeming qualities? She's very determined in what she wants. She's very loyal and committed to her family. She cares about her family and their legacy. I think we would consider these good qualities. Redeeming quality? I don't know. We'll see. Silver is out. Couldn't Johnny take maybe, but maybe. But then Sensei Kim has it too, so who knows? We will see more of Mike Barnes. I hope so. I hope. I would like to think we would get more Mike Barnes. Hashtag save Silver. I believe it. I agree. Not the hand-to-hand fight. The hand-to-hand fight was kind of short, unfortunately. But, yeah. But in the end, Chosen was on the ground and Silver won, right? So did Chosen win? Did Silver win? Who won? I can't make him non-existent in the last season. Yeah, I agree. I feel like he's due for something else. I'm referring to the plot armor. Everything in the series is plot, and it could be argued for anything. So that's false. Yeah, but even then, I'm not referring... there's no video called plot armor. I kind of want to see the kids have a tournament-style showdown during their training. Maybe so they'll know who's going to be the top 2 students to represent them at the actual tournament. Yeah, something like that could happen since we don't know what the tournament's actually going to be like. Do they have to whittle it down or something like that? Yeah. When does it start shooting? Probably May 8th, so maybe a week from tomorrow. They may be going to Atlanta this week or so to get ready. You know, pre-production's already been in full swing. We know that the location scout has been working basically all month since like the end of March. So that's for like the location scouting and everything. So, you know, they're on their way. I don't think Sensei Kim is going to distinguish so much specific characters. It's on an individual basis, so it's not like I don't think there's like that sort of comparison for her. Melissa, what made it? Probably at least May 8th, I think. Silver should have a big role, but this is Kreese's last stand. Yeah. Chosen will win hand-to-hand since he had pressure points. Possibly. Possibly. We don't know. And that's why Silver grabbed his sword, right? You know, he grabbed his sword to fight back. Silver's waiting for the right moment. Yeah, waiting for the right moment is when he can get the charges dropped. Older videos were amazing. I hope the new videos are good too. Boy, oh boy. We'll see. But thank you, Matt. Will we have any deaths? Possibly. Talking about the house fight. That's a good video. That's one of my favorite videos. Plot armor in that case is where a character behaves irrationally or out of character so as to prevent it kind of happening, which is what happened. They consistently have Tori. In fact, many of them behave kind of out of character just to prevent like the fight from being over. So I wonder if Kim is staying in the valley or going back home. Yeah, that's a good question. I'm going to assume she's staying in the valley. Jay kisses. Do you think they will see more bonding moments between Chosen and Sam? See their closeness. Maybe actually Chosen and Tori was great in episode 2. That was a fun connection. So basically, and then you realize, oh wait, maybe it's just Chosen and anyone is good. So maybe, yeah, Chosen and Sam, Chosen and Tori, Chosen and anyone would be pretty good. The Stranger Things, right? Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure what that means, but I also read they're going to be shooting till next year. Oh my God. I can't believe there's such a long shooting schedule. That's insane and a little ridiculous. You love most of your videos. Thank you. Thank you. What episode do you think Silver will be free? No idea, but let's say episode 7. More fights in season 6? Yeah, that could happen. Very well could. How was your trip? It was good. It was all over the freaking country, and I did a lot of sightseeing. Put a lot of miles on the new car. Yeah, Mr. Flamer, you don't know what you're saying. Tori was the one out of character, not Sam. How will Cobra Kai do in season 6? What's your opinion? Well, they're gonna be near the end trying to win the Sekai Takai, I imagine, with Sensei Kim. Let's see what happens. I think the Mohawk is there. Will he stick with blue or do something else? I'm not sure. Morgan, your answer is as good as mine. Why does it take a whole year? It is kind of ridiculous. What is it going to be? 8 episodes, they said? Like, there's taking your time to get it right, but like, that's insane. You're looking at almost another 2 to 3 year gap, 2.5 to 3 year gap again between seasons. Like, come on. That's a little bit insane. Anthony should get chosen as mentor. Yeah, that's something we've been kind of waiting for a while. More than 10 episodes? It's possible. We'll see. We'll see how the writer's strike influences it. Who even knows? It's her turn. No. Miguel already beat up Kyler for Sam's sake. So it kind of already happened, but Miguel fought in her place. Beast talk. I like that. Would you prefer longer episodes or more episodes? Maybe a couple more. 12 or 13. Chosen was to take more swimming. Maybe. Yeah, I did see the Super Mario movie, DJ. It was, I saw it with some of my nephews who loved it. He's 7. He's a big Mario fan. Yeah, it's a good movie. Good for that movie. I'm happy for it. It definitely wasn't like the greatest movie or something, but very much like a Super Mario game. You know, you understood it. It's good. Oh my God. I don't want to talk about what's coming 30 years from now, guys. I hope we're done rebooting stuff 30 years from now. Sam already beat Kyler. Yeah, it's true. Good point, Jay Kisses. Kyler never stood a chance. Kyler's done for it. Yeah. Kyler's got to make it up with his dad. Wet paper towel. I don't know. The towel, I guess. Is this? Yes, this is the last season. Wanted to know how much kickboxing she did, but theoretically she would have an advantage in kickboxing. Okay, guys, I'm gonna take off for now. I am gonna, as soon as I finish unloading, get back to work on videos. I want stuff to come out. I want a lot more content to come. Maybe broaden horizons a little more, cover some more shows and stuff. Just other stuff that's, at least worth making a video on. But definitely got some Cobra Kai videos in the works, and I want to keep it coming. I appreciate all of you. Appreciate you sticking with me. It haven't been much this past month, but it'll be around. I'm coming back. So thank you, everyone. Filming's starting probably in a week. Listen to the podcast, Cobra Kai Companion, and just be watching the channel. Stuff will come out soon. So take